Good evening. It's Thursday night. What's it? About 9:15. Out for my evening stroll. Because the oncologist says I've got to do lots of exercise. Do an hour a day, if possible. It can be separate, doesn't have to be all in one go. It can be just brisk walk. So here I am doing a brisk walk this evening. It's bloody freezing, frankly. Apparently the beast from the east is coming. It's going to get very cold. But anyway, enough about that. So I haven't really put many thoughts down in video recently, and yeah, that's mainly because I don't know, mentally I wasn't in the right place, and I don't know, just quite difficult, especially as nothing seems to change. But this week I felt a bit down. I've been, even though I'm past all my last blood tests were clear, oncologist thinks I'm doing well, the spectre of a recurrence of the cancer always hangs over your head, and there are days when you can't seem to get it out of your head. It's just stuck in your mind, and all you can do is try, day by day to get by, be as positive as possible, try to put it out of your mind, but it's hard. It is hard, and I struggle with it sometimes. Most days I'm fine, but the last couple of days have been bad. Particularly particularly in the couple of days ago, I got online access to my medical records via the GP, which anybody can do. Apparently, if your GP surgery is set up for it, you can just request access, and away you go. So I duly requested access, and I'd been exploring what kind of medical results you have access to. You can see all of your prescription history, which for me is quite extensive. You can see all of the doctor appointments that you've had and all the phone calls that you've had with them, even to the point of my GP, they send you, when they've sent you a text message to remind you of an appointment or something. So very good. The other thing you can see is test results. So I've not really looked into the test results that I've had, so that for example, when they took the biopsies from the tumour in the first place, or the test results from the surgery itself. So when after the surgery, they sent the piece of resected colon away with the tumour in it, and they did a lot of analysis on that. Anyway, I plucked up the courage and I thought I'd have a read. So I found the biopsies that they took from the colonoscopy, which originally found the tumour and confirmed its malignant nature, which is all good, exactly as I expected. Waiting to cross the road, might get run over while I'm talking to you, but never mind, that'll be right. Anyway, so it was interesting to read in detail what they thought about the nature of the tumour and stuff, which was fairly limited at the time from the small biopsies they took from the colonoscopy. The interesting thing was from the test result from the tumour itself. So confirmed the size of the tumour, 38 millimeters diameter, which is about the size of a golf ball. A little bit smaller, but about that size. It's quite big, really, quite scary. It confirmed that it had, penetrated all the way to the outer wall of the bowel, and the histology report also confirmed that four lymph nodes out of the 27 that they removed were indeed infected. They had metastatic deposits, is the exact terminology. So were infected, and it spread to those lymph nodes, which is all fine. I understood that. That's great, and that's what I'd been told. But then I noticed there was a supplementary report to the histology. A supplementary report. No wonder that is. So I opened it, and it was a report that said that upon review of the sample, they found that a further lymph node was infected, which actually brings the number of lymph nodes to 5 out of 27, which doesn't seem like a big number, but I was never told that. No one ever told me that. In fact, every letter they send out to me, record it, which is, they always send a letter recording the conversation that I'd had with the oncologist or the medical staff or whatever, and it records your diagnosis on there, and on there it says 4 out of 27 lymph nodes. Even the letter that I was sent just last week says 4 out of 27 lymph nodes, and yet in my medical records is one that says 5 out of 27 lymph nodes. Now, it wouldn't have changed my classification of tumour. It wouldn't have changed their treatment plan. But it does make it worse. So, my diagnosis actually was worse than I was told. Not by very much, but still. In cancer treatment, it's tiny margins. It really is, tiny margins. And those tiny margins, in terms of survival, matter. So, since I've read that report, I've slept little. It's played on my mind a lot. And I guess the thing is, it's always going to happen, right? It's always going to happen. I'm always going to have things playing on my mind for years to come, I suppose. And there are going to come times when I have worries and times when I can't. And I've just got to keep looking forward positively, making the most of every day that I can, and try to put the past in the past, because there's nothing I can do about that. 4 or 5 lymph nodes doesn't matter. All that matters is the fucking thing is gone.